One thing I know for sure, lasers and fire go together. What am I talking about? Let's jump into it together and I'll explain. Welcome to this episode of DIY3DTech.com. In this episode, I want to talk about fire safety in your laser. So one of the things that I do know from having used a laser for many years is lasers and fire go together hand in hand. So I want to share with you a couple tips on dealing with fire, both helping prevent it as well as helping manage it once it occurs, because it will occur. Now, one of my biggest first rules, never leave the laser unattended when in operation. Now, I might step a few feet away for a couple seconds, that kind of stuff, but I do not leave it unattended. I am always in the room near its point of operation whenever it's in use. And I know, guys, this can be a pain in the butt, especially if you're doing a long engrave, but I tell you what, if that laser head gets stuck on a long engrave and starts laying into a piece of wood, that wood is going to start on fire and you're going to have a problem. So again, be a little bit forewarned. Now, one of the other pieces I want to talk a little bit about is what causes fire. So one of the pieces in the video when we cut in, I had just recently a fire. I was doing some work on cardboard and actually there's the hole which it burned. Now, one of the pieces with it is it was cutting out one of these small features. Now, I should have known better. Whenever you have a small feature like this, it puts a lot of energy in a small area. Cardboard likes to burn. I was not using air assist because I'm kind of revamping my air assist, and most people on the Ortur don't have an air assist to use. So with that being said, be very careful with small patterns such as this because they will catch fire, as you can see here, and as did happen. So with that, when a fire does occur, how do you deal with it? Well, here is what you have to start with, and that is a fire extinguisher. So I keep a dry fire extinguisher like this near the laser, so if I need it, it's readily handy. Now, we could probably talk for an hour or so about, fire safety in the shop in general. This is not the only fire extinguisher I have in the shop. This fire extinguisher just happens to live near the lasers. So I have other larger fire extinguishers for the shop should there be a larger fire that I can deal with it. Very important, and I've talked about smoke detectors and all this other stuff. So again, when we're talking fire safety in the shop, very important. However, this is a little bit overkill if you have a fire like this. So how do I deal with my fires on the laser? Here it is. It's basically just a simple spray bottle full of water, and when it catches fire, as you see in the video or saw in the video, I spray it on there and the fire goes out. So again, real simple, just spray bottle with some water in it does the trick. Very happy with it. Now, it might sog your cardboard, but that's better than having your house burned down. Now, the other piece that can help with preventing fires is air assist. What many people might say is, Mr. DIY3DTech.com, if you're putting air to fire, isn't that going to fuel more? Actually not, because what the air assist does is helps blow out the fire. So yes, if you, in a rote sense, provide more oxygen to a fire, it's going to burn better. But the idea is to stop it from smoldering, because that's actually how this started, is the cardboard started smoldering as I was doing one of these small features, and it caught fire, ignited into a flame. And again, I was nearby, grabbed my spray bottle, squirted it. Actually, I let it go a little bit further just for some dramatic effect to make this video. So you guys could see, because I've been thinking about doing this, and I said to myself, the next time I have this happen, I want to do a video on it. Because again, I know a lot of you guys are getting these for the first time, dealing with lasers for the first time, and there's a lot of safety issues when we talk about lasers. In a previous episode, we covered, visual safety with glasses. There's also fire safety, and there's also fume evacuation safety, because again, when you're cutting these things, you're actually vaporizing it. So with that being said, simple solution, have a spray bottle of water handy, have a dry fire extinguisher also handy for bigger fires in case it gets away from you, and again, have even a bigger fire extinguisher for the overall shop. Make sure that they're all rated and they're all in working order. It's good to go through once a year when you replace your smoke alarm batteries to kind of check things out with that. So hopefully you found this video a little bit insightful, made you think a little bit about shop safety, because that's the idea here. You took away a little bit of a tip with a spray bottle of water, cheap, simple solution. Stay attentive to your project as it's running on the laser, and you should be good to go. Fingers crossed. With that being said, hopefully you enjoyed it. Give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down there, and we'll catch you in the next video where we talk about something else cool. Cheers.
Please click like below and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date on all of our projects.